Hey everybody, we back on this thing today, honey. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I am gonna make this really quick, really quick, you guys, and you're gonna be glad that I made it quick. So listen, do me a favor, and if this is your first time seeing me live, come in the comments and say, hey, I caught you live. Even if you didn't catch me live and you catch me on replay, drop it in the comments and say, I'm here on the replay. You guys, it is such a beautiful day outside in Florida. Thank you, universe, for this beautiful weather. I have been working outside all day. I kind of overbooked myself today, which is perfectly fine. I'm ready for that lifestyle of coaching back to back to back. So I decided that while I was in the mental thought process of getting everything going and making sure that everything is, going well for the people that I support as well, myself and my home life, I wanted to go ahead and come here and let you guys know that I am really excited about the things that I've been supporting, the people that I've been coaching. We have a lot of us are focusing on anticipation. And if you haven't registered for the Real Talk Time Sunday, there will be a link in the comments for you to be able to do so. Keep in mind, if you're not available at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, once you register for the link, through the link, you will be able to see the actual video recording again for a week, as long as you pre-register for it by Sunday. So with all of that being said, you guys, if you're not a part of the Empowerment Schooling Network, you can do so at www.empowermentschooling.com. Subscribe, and that way you will be connected to empowerment at all times. You'll be able to know when we're going to be live. You'll be afforded the discounts. You'll be afforded the promo codes that get you into different events and activities that we're going to be hosting. So just stay connected to empowerment through www.empowermentschooling.com, which that will be in the comments as well, a link in the comments. So I wanted to get on here and go live because I do want you to know that hey, I'm a real person. I can come here live, we can talk, we can chat. Yes, I coach during certain hours. Yes, I have a husband. Yes, I have a business. Trust and believe I am here for you guys as well, because if it wasn't for you guys, my fan base wouldn't be where it is, and I wouldn't have some of you guys now on board as consumers. So thank you, and kudos. So I do want to let you know about anticipation. That's what we're talking about with empowerment schooling. So let me go ahead and get real comfortable real quick. Yep. Get real comfortable real quick. Like, okay, guys. So I'm not sure how anticipation has happened for you, or even if you've ever experienced anticipation. But are you aware that addiction, whether you have experienced addiction or addiction is something that you've had to experience through somebody else's life, maybe a parent, a friend, a neighbor, a loved one, your partner, whatever type of addiction. And you guys, addiction is a big thing. Addiction has caused a lot of downward spirals for people, a lot of different heartbreaks for people, headaches, even losses. I'm well aware that this is what addiction causes when it's, full-fledged, all the way live in somebody's life that we love, or even that somebody else's love. Or else somebody, not somebody else's love. Hold up. I didn't know. I had no idea, you guys, that the chat wasn't on. No worries. It's on now. Yes, we can chat over here. The live chat is on. My bad. But anywho, you guys, I'm not sure if addiction for you or someone you know has played a huge role in your life. But addiction, it can be a very negative thing when someone is allowing addiction to be, to take control of their life, or and Even as a child, if your parent was addicted to something, it plays a role on you. So understanding addiction, people say that it's an illness. I didn't understand that for a while. Like, how can addiction be an illness when this is something that you're doing to yourself? It didn't become prevalent to me from an understanding, from more of a sympathetic rather than an empathetic standpoint when it came to addictions, because for me, that person is whomever is doing this to themselves. So for me, I couldn't understand how that made, how that was even possible for someone to say that it was a sickness or an illness, because to me, whatever it was, that person was doing that to themselves. So you guys, I have to turn my volume down here. um I couldn't understand that as a child, seeing that my mom was an alcoholic, and a recovering addict. My dad, was addicted to women, and various women at that. And then on top of that, he was addicted to money. So, and my mom as well, though she had all these habits, my mom, we call her Mean Green, she gets money. Even when she was an addict, even when she was an alcoholic, my mom still maintained full-time jobs and got money, and we kept the home and things of that nature. My dad, though he loved women, he had plenty of them, and a lot was provided to him and for him, and he did a lot of providing as well. But us as children got the backlash of the whole thing. So, are you aware that anticipation can also be a positive thing? Because everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has a story, and it could come from their childhood, it could come from their parents, it could come from a lot of different facets that things happen in people's lives. Well, you guys, what I've learned is that anticipation and addiction, they're like partners in crime. You know, you can have a good partner in crime, or you can have a bad partner in crime. Either way it go, as long as addiction and anticipation, they're one and the same. They like freaking Frank. They like Lucy and Mary, Batman and Robin. You just might not even understand how. Anticipation happens in your mind. Okay. This is something, it is the dopamine, it's the happy drug. It is the drug that's like, woohoo, that makes you, that makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that is something that you're extremely, extremely excited about, something that you are feeling wonderful about, something that makes you feel empowered, that makes you feel blissful, whatever that may be. That's anticipation. Now think about it. With addiction, when you're addicted to something, you get them same feelings. So anticipation is how addiction is even happening. You're addicted to that feeling. You're addicted to that sensation. You're addicted to that, whatever it is that you're getting from it, you're addicted to it due to the anticipation that you are getting inside of your brain. Your brain is producing those chemicals that are wanting, that your body has now begun to crave. Okay? So when it comes to being positive with anticipation, and this is why at Empowerment Schooling we feel that you should do your best to anticipate and become addicted to your anticipations. That's how we are achieving so many different goals back to back to back. Because Empowerment Schooling, we're creating a goal, we examine the goal, we come up with a hypothesis of how it's going to work out. Then from there, we move forward with the experimenting. We meet periodically to, test this, to shift this, to adjust that, to modify that. All the while we're anticipating the end result. Even though we're in test mode, while we're even in test mode, we're making adjustments to the testing while it's happening. All the while we're starting, once that begins to pick up and we're seeing results that we're actually liking, we begin to jump over to a new our and to us moving and to keep us completing tasks while we're starting new tasks. Let me explain something to you guys. When I was about 15, 16 years old, I was detrimentally addicted to the telephone. My childhood best friend and I, we would be on the phone for hours and hours and hours and hours. We would get out of school, we're immediately on the phone. We stayed on the phone, eating, washing clothes, doing homework, taking a shower, on the tub, whatever it was. My best friend and I were glued to each other on the phone at all times. We would go to sleep on the phone, wake up and get ready for school together on the phone. All these people, we would call people on three-way on the phone, and we just were on the phone. I was addicted to Bugs Bunny. Oh my God, you guys. I had Bugs Bunny everything. Bugs Bunny posters all over the wall, curtains, comforters, pillows, teddy bears, socks, belts, folders, book bags, watches. I had everything Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was just the way to go for me. I even had a clock, Bugs Bunny, in my room. My mom, because you guys, I was in a lot of sports. I balleted, I cheerlead, played the piano, tap dance. I did a lot when I was in school as well. I maintained A's, if not A's and B's. So I did a lot while I was in school. So my mom allowed me to live on the phone, allowed me to have this Bugs Bunny lifestyle, and it be, my thing for me. You guys, I got to go out finally with my friends. And oh my goodness, you guys, are you aware I actually made a mistake? I made a mistake, and I came in like maybe 45 minutes, almost an hour beyond curfew. When I came in, you guys, my room was empty. I had nothing in there. It was like just my bed, the sheets, the pillow, a old comforter, and a clock. Like she switched lamps with me and put her lamp in my room, and it had a digital clock on it so that I couldn't have my radio, because at this time, guys, we had just got the CDs, and Genuine CD was out. So she knew that I was loving it, and like everything, I was stripped. Oh my God, you guys, I was mortified. Literally, I was mortified. It was as if like I'm laying in the bed as if I'm in some type of jail, and I'm just like, I'm mortified. um I had, even in my mind, I think I had started hallucinating. Like, I think I had started seeing things moving around in the room, on the walls. I started seeing shadows under the door because the hallway light was on. It was just a lot going on. Like, in my mind, it started to go crazy. Well, maybe like maybe like the 10th day of being on punishment, because it was a 2-week punishment. By the 10th day, no, maybe by the 7th day, I'm like, you know what? I'm never letting this happen. Now, mind you, it's about time for me to get ready to get a job. So I done planned out, all the while I'm on punishment. I'm planning what type of job I want to get, how many hours, how I'm gonna get there, who I'm gonna ask, how much I'm gonna get them for gas. Like, I have this whole thing all planned out because I am determined that A, I'm getting a cell phone, B, I'm getting a car, and I'm definitely not about to be isolated in this room with everything stripped from me. So it was hilarious, you guys. But keep in mind, a couple of months later, I actually did start my first job, and I actually did acquire a cell phone. It was Sprint. My boyfriend at the time was old enough to get one, so he got us two, and I paid, we paid the bill. It was, either way it go, you guys, my anticipation from being on punishment and my addiction to the phone turned into me being in high school, the remainder of my high school year, with two jobs. I had a car. My 11th grade year, I got a car. I paid the car note. I had a cell phone, and I was in the military as well, in the National Guard. So that's what I'm saying. That's how you turn one addiction from, and utilize anticipation as your new addiction to get to your new plan. You guys, getting stuck, we've got to figure out as a people how to get unstuck mentally. I asked a question on my Facebook page, and I was like, hey, what's stopping you from using your natural gift as your main source of income? And the response rate was pretty much, well, I kind of don't know what my natural talents are. I know for sure from a child that being on the phone, I can show you progress reports and report cards that say, joy to have in class, talks too much, lovely student, excellent student, talks too much, enjoys conversation with friends too much, this and that, but I made straight A's and B's. I know that I'm a person who loves to talk, and I know that I'm a people person and that people love me. I know that I enjoy talking on the phone, and I can multitask extremely well. So I turned that into a business called life coaching. I'm now able to reach out to other people and utilize the platforms that I have available to me as a means of income. So, you guys, that's all I'm saying. Use your addiction, whatever that natural talent is, whatever that natural gift is, use that for your own personal growth and success. Step outside the box because you weren't born inside of a box. I hope this was helpful. If you're ever in need of an emotional checkup, hit your girl up, www.empowermentschooling.com. Book you a no-cost 15-minute emotional checkup, and we can get you on and rolling. If you're needing maybe an hour, just you and I, that's available for you as well. A discovery session, that's definitely possible. Book a session, www.empowermentschooling.com. If you haven't gotten your copy of the Mind's Guide of Emotions so that you can better understand who you are and master your thoughts and condition your emotions, there's going to be a link for you to get you a copy. It's 2019, excuse me. It's 2019. It's time for us to realign our minds for self-empowerment and personal growth. Stay connected to empowerment. Until our next session, stay empowered. Choose hope. And that means to have only positive experiences.